Okay, so let's just jump right into reassembling your Islander flywheel with the drawbar. One of the problems we still get a lot of calls and emails about is people's flywheels not feeling exactly how they should. And most of the time it is the drawbar not being installed correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to take it out and put it back in. For when you're changing lines or you're doing some maintenance on your reel. So this is the LX 3.8. We'll have to take the drag knob off, separate the frame from the spool, and here is the drawbar poking out the back. We'll just push that out, put that to the side. In this particular model, there is a spring, so we'll take the spring out too. So to get it back in, we just need to take the frame and the spool, put that together. You'll see the spindle poking through the center of the spool here. You'll see that there's a slot in the spindle. That slot meets directly with a pin that is under the head of this drawbar. You see it right there. That has to go into the slot of this, or else you're just pushing the pin against metal, and you have a chance of wrecking the pin. Also, your reel won't feel right. Also, your reel could actually fall apart, as the drawbar won't have enough threads to come all the way to where it needs to be into the drag knob. So to put it back together, I'm just going to go ahead and put the spring back in. You can physically see where the slot is in this spindle, and then you can see where the pin is in the drawbar, right there. So what I do is I just take my fingers and I put it where the pins are going to be, and then I can just line my fingers up with the holes in the spindle there, all right, and then just give it a little push. You shouldn't be having to force this at all, or else it's just not in the right spot. And if it's not in the right spot, just go ahead and rotate the whole thing until it is in the right spot and it drops down. The way you'll know it's in the right spot is lift the reel up a bit, and you'll see that there's no O-ring showing. It's completely flat. That means you're all the way in there. And then I just take the back of my finger like that, and I hold the whole thing together. And then I come back with the drag knob. And this ensures that this isn't going to move while you're putting it back together. And that one's all good to go. And this is the 3.6, and the 3.4 is the same. There's no spring, but it's the same idea. There's the slot, and then there's the pin and the drawbar. So just line your fingers up at the pin and the slot. All right, just pops right in. Again, no O-ring showing. Finger in the back, and you just do her up. Okay. So there you have reassembling your Islander fly reels with the drawbar correctly. Hope this helps, and this is it for this edition of Maintenance Mondays.